This is an unboxing and install video for the Mark II European Hidden Hood Strut Kit. When you receive your package, it'll arrive in a box like this. Open it up. You're greeted with a cut template. We'll explain more later on that one when we actually install it in the bay. Fabless keychain. You open up the box, you have a right and left hinge, lower shock mounts, shocks, and hardware. I'll get this all displayed on the table for you guys. When you open your box, lay everything out mirror image to one another on the table like this. You have your right side and your left side, your shock mounts, your hinges, your shocks, and your packets. Next, I'll show you guys how to install the ball ends on the hinges and the lower mounts. Get it ready for install. So then you'll want to open up the hardware packet that has the ball ends in it. Set all the hardware aside, grab the ball ends and the matching nuts. We can start installing those into the hinges first. Right and left. For this job you'll need two 1/2 inch either sockets, wrenches, doesn't really matter. Tighten everything down. Then you'll want to grab your shock, and there'll be a little retaining pin in here that holds the ball end in the socket. You want to pull it out, looks like this. You'll want to stick that in the hinge side on both sides. Like that. And we'll do the right side. Careful not to lose these. Once they hit the ground, they literally disappear. So, we have right and left. Lower shock mounts, ball ends are installed. Next, we'll take you to the car and show you the drill template that you actually have to cut out and drill holes in the side of your engine bay for the lower shock mounts. Alright, so after you've cut out your template and you've come to your car, there'll normally be a hinge here. You'll want to reach up inside the hinge pivot location, and you'll want to take this clip out. A simple pick tool and some patience will actually get that out fairly easily. So I want to talk a little bit more about the drill template. This template is very, very important to get the hole position proper for the lower shock mount on the European hinge kit. The big thing is you want to make sure that this line here lines up with the front side of the head of the bolt. So this is the windshield closest to the bolt, closest to the windshield. This is the second one down. You want to be on the forward side of the head of the bolt. You'll want to line this template up just like this. There's a lip here on your fender. It'll just tuck up inside. Lay your template flat. Then you're ready to center punch your holes and drill them out to 1/4 inch. Just want to show you guys a little bit closer how that line lines up with the front side of the bolt head. Alright, so with the fender off, to show you guys the hardware on the inside of the fender, you'll want to take your hinge assembly like this. With everything mounted, you'll want to pivot the hinge pivot location in place with the little clip. Get that installed. Then you'll want to feed the hardware through the lower mount. Let me grab that. You have your two uppers, small OD washers go up against the lower hinge mount on all three pieces of hardware. Large OD washers, there's two of them, there's 4 in total in the kit, go on the upper holes only. And the small OD washer goes on the bottom hole on both sides. Just want to go over the hardware one more time. So you have the small OD M6 washers, 2 top, 1 bottom on the lower shock mount. On the inside of the rain tray. On the other side, which would be the inside of the fender, you have the large OD washers on the top, the small OD washer on the bottom. Tighten everything down and you're pretty well good to go. Now you're able to install this kit with the fender on the car. Simply remove the inner fender on the Mark II. You're able to reach up inside with an Allen key on the inside holding the head of the bolt and an M10 on the inside of the fender.